subscribe? Tariq Radio. Like and subscribe.
First things first, man. Have y'all seen what Trump has announced? Y'all know yesterday there was a pew-pewing of some National Guards in D.C. by an Afghan national. One of the women, it was a guy and a woman. One of the women who was a National Guard, she passed away, unfortunately. Unfortunately, that woman passed away. What is her name? Sarah something. Hold on, what is her name? Hold on, I want to say, what is her name? Sarah Beckstrom. All right, Sarah Beckstrom. She actually passed away. So Trump said, he's going to permanently pause migration from all third world countries. So it's going to be interesting to see how that's going to go down, how he's going to do that. Yeah, that's going to be heavy. Family, this is what a lot of these people have been fearing. All right, this is what they've been fearing. And this is why they've been trying to get us on board. And this is why they've been trying to deter us from focusing and prioritizing our lineage, ladies and gentlemen. This is what they've been fearing. They've been fearing this, family. And you got to understand why this had to be done. You got to understand why this had to be done. The U.S. has to kind of send a message at this point. The U.S. is, they got to send a message. Somebody, listen, let's look at it from a military standpoint and a national security standpoint. The U.S., they can't really appear vulnerable to foreign adversaries right now. If a foreign national can just walk up to the capital city and just pew some American military members, that's a bad look. That creates the global illusion that America's domestic security can be breached easily. Man, so that's not a good look. So a strong reaction, that signals to these people, hey, both state and non-state actors, that America will not tolerate the idea of foreign violence against uniformed personnel on U.S. soil. I get it. You gotta kind of send a message. Yeah, the dude who did it was trying to send a message. You got to protect military personnel. That's national security priority number one. American soldiers, they're not just individuals. They represent the U.S. military as an institution. So if they can be targeted by foreign attackers, that sends a dangerous dangerous message to enemies worldwide. So the stance I think Trump is taking is basically, if you attack U.S. forces on U.S. soil, that's an attack on the United States itself, and that's going to be met with policy consequences. Yeah, and that will deter other people from trying to do that. That'll let people know there's going to be a high cost for this behavior. You got to understand, in geopolitics, man, deterrence is everything. If there's no harsh consequences that follow incidents like this, that encourages copycats, that encourages extremist groups, that encourages lone wolf radicals and all these people from unstable countries who believe that the U.S. is just an open arena. So Trump's permanent pause on migration from some unstable nations, that's meant to be a clear deterrent effect. You know what I'm saying? If you attack American soldiers, your entire nation or your region is going to face consequences. It's heavy. It's heavy. Yeah, and Biden, this is what we're saying. This is why the black grassroots wasn't with all that immigration stuff. You're just letting people over willy-nilly. See, the thing is, the Democrats thought they were going to upstage the right-wingers on how they could undermine us. Because that's what immigration was really about, and we're going to be very honest. The Democrats was like, yeah, we'll do a soft genocide by just flooding these black communities with all these damn immigrant groups. That'll slowly wipe them out. But here's the rub, though. You letting over people who are just hostile and you don't know when they gonna strike or who they gonna strike. Yeah? You see? That's the problem. That is the problem. So now that turns around and bites you in the ass. Yeah? And America can't allow soft targets to become symbolic opportunities. See, a lot of foreign extremists, they look for symbolism. So hitting these National Guardsmen in the nation's capital, see, that can be interpreted as symbolic psychological warfare. So the U.S., they have to respond forcefully to show that U.S. military personnel, even those on routine duty, they will not become symbolic targets without the nation responding with maximum political and national security force. Yeah. And, domestic public confidence has to be restored. People feel a certain way if a Middle Eastern immigrant can just pop over here bussing on people. So Americans, they need to feel that the government is going to protect them to a certain degree, especially their military personnel from foreign threats. A damn Afghan national can pew pew U.S. troops in D.C. and nothing major happens. See, yeah, the public will start losing confidence in the state. So a strong stance, you got to reassure the American people that leadership takes national security way more seriously than political correctness. So he's going to have to go hard in the paint. Yeah. So it's very interesting to see how this is going to play out. It's very interesting to see how this thing is going to play out. Y'all share the room, by the way. Share the room. Share the room, family. Share the space. We in here. Share the space. But listen, see, this is why delineation is happening right now. This is why delineation is happening all across the board. See, the U.S. is now doing, it's doing what we've been doing. This foundational Black American Renaissance movement ties into the same thing. We're doing the same. We're drawing boundaries for survival. Just like now the U.S. is drawing a line to protect the military and citizens from foreign threats, the foundational Black American Delineation movement, we've been drawing boundaries. We're trying to protect our lineage from people who enter our spaces with malicious agendas. So this is a thing that really proves that delineation is really about safety. It's not about hate, oh, we hate you, or no, it's about safety. We just can't have hostile people running up on us all the time. Like, we all black, nigga. And then you doing real cutthroat shit. We just can't have it. Yeah. That's why delineation is very important. We need to see who's who, um, how much respect you're going to show to us. If you're going to come to us hostile and funny stuff, we just, that's not safe for us. We're not going to just sit around being sitting ducks. We saw what happened down in Alabama. You go get your hair done and some damn musty African mammies attack you over $50. We can't have that. Stuff like that. No. No. You know what I'm saying? This is why delineation is important. It's a safety thing. You just can't have people doing shit to y'all willy-nilly because they got melanin. Uh, the $50 that they were really trying to finesse. Let's be clear. They were trying to finesse. The sister showed the text messages. She agreed on a price. And then when they finished, they tried to up the price on her. She didn't want to pay. So they're going to jump her and hem her up and kidnap her. And we ain't supposed to delineate from that. We ain't supposed to say nothing. I mean, let me be clear. There's some African braiders who are cool. There's some who are cool, but the ones who ain't, you ain't going to get a pass. Somebody say, oh, you wish you were there. You real talk. All right. So sometimes you have to draw boundaries to make sure the right people are coming around and there's going to be a certain level of respect there. Yeah. And we, on the grassroots, we warned about hostile outsiders who exploit these open door policies. No, we've been telling people, man, a lot of these folks coming from these other places, they come over here with hostility. Yeah, everybody ain't on some brother, we all no, man. There's some hostile people over here, man, who don't look at themselves as us, and that's unsafe for us. People come over here. We've seen so many of these immigrant groups, and we're some of the main targets. There was a sister who was unalived last week down in Miami by one of these Hispanic immigrants. A sister up there in I think Maryland, about a month or so ago, almost. She was unalived. So we just keep seeing this stuff. So we're not just going to sit around and let it happen without saying anything. We're looking at the common denominator. We're looking at the common denominator. The common denominator is that a lot of these people ain't even from here. So they come over here with these weird hostilities, and we're thinking, okay, people of color, minority, they're cool like us, and they are not. That's a reality. We're just being real right now. And we ain't saying all of them, but damn it, enough. You know? And we're not saying all of them, but enough. You know? So, foundational Black Americans, we understand the dangers because we lived through centuries of covert threats. We know how to deal with infiltrators, saboteurs, hostile agents, opportunists. We kind of know instinctively. And now we have to deal with a lot of anti-FBA immigrant groups. So we see the same pattern. People come in, they benefit from the system, attack the people who built the system, and we have to protect ourselves. You know? And just like the US, they're going to have to start vetting these foreign entrants coming in here. We have to vet the people who come into our cultural and political spaces. We got to vet the Byron Donalds and people like that who sit here and cut their hair like us and kind of look like us a little bit, but when they get to talking, like, oh, we don't need no reparations. My mama is Jamaican, my dad's Panamanian, so we ain't gonna get it, so nobody should get it. That's hostile. You understand? That's hostility. And we have to call that out. Yeah. So America is basically understanding that unity without boundaries, that can be somewhat of a security threat. You know? So we're on our P's and Q's with this thing. We're on our P's and Q's. Let me talk to the family. Let me have the family chime in. Y'all raise your hands if y'all want to get on. Let me let some of the family in here because I want to hear from the family. Let me hear from you guys. What's on your mind? All right. Let me see. I'm going to start adding people in here real quick. Let me see. A friend. I'm going to just start adding a whole bunch of people. Imhotep Sankofa. Let me see. Rico. Let me get Rico in here. Just different folks. Whoever hops up, hops up. All right, Mr. Rico, you in here, brother? Okay. Okay, he's snoring. Rico? Okay. Okay, no, we ain't doing that. People in here falling asleep. Brother Imhotep, hop in, Mr. Imhotep. Mr. Imhotep, you in here? Okay.
Tariq, how you doing?
Hey, Mr. Imhotep, how are you, bro?
All right, good. That was a pretty good, finding pleasure to talk to you. I've tried to get on a couple of times. I think I missed you once, but I'm thankful just to take up.
Oh, yes,
That was a
indeed.
great synopsis there. I want to ask you, I've did a deep dive lately. I got some videos out, and I've dealt with the Abrahamic religions, but I dealt with the fact of the Isaac Ishmael dilemma and why Islam is kind of looked at the way it's looked at from a theological point of view, from that Isaac Ishmael. People, if you don't understand what the Isaac Ishmael dilemma is, Islam say that their father, they're taken from the prophet Ishmael, whereas Judaism and Christianity from Isaac. So we all know who Ishmael is, the bastard son of Abraham from his maidservant. So that negative connotation is already there. Then you have the Crusades and stuff like that. But I dealt with the Arab slave trade in detail. And Minister Farrakhan, I love him to death. That he never dealt with it that much. His sycophants, Brother Ben X and Reese Islam, one of your homeboys from out in California, they never deal with it. But when you look deeply into the Arab trans-Sahara slave trade, it was diabolical on African people. It still is diabolical on African people. So I don't know if why I don't know if I can phrase this properly, but I don't know if they even deserve any type of empathy or sympathy from African descendants of African people, period, considering they were probably just as bad or worse than the Europeans, according to the research. And I'll listen to you take that right there. Appreciate you.
Okay. My thing, brother Ben is good. Brother Ben X is good. Reza is my brother. So we don't want any disrespect against those brothers. We got to clear that up. Let me get that straight. Reza's a solid brother, really, real good dude. So we don't want. No, Reza's a good dude. All right. So yeah, we don't want to do, take shots at Reza. Reza has always stood on business. He's a solid brother. That's my brother. And also, interestingly enough, in the new Hidden Colors film, we actually talk about what you're talking about. We talk about how the pale Arabs view the Nation of Islam and Black Muslims. So we actually have a little piece in there about that. So you guys have to stay tuned because we do go deep. So I'll just say that. Y'all just wait for the next HC6. But I don't like any negative connotations towards Brother Reza. Because Reza has always been a solid dude, stood on business. So yeah, Reza's the truth. That is my brother. Right? But but I feel where you're coming from as far as the topic. And Ben X is a good dude too. Ben X, he's a good guy too. Yeah, but let me say this. I don't like when people attack folks by saying what they didn't talk about. Well, he didn't talk about this, so he's. I don't really like that too much. You're trying to criticize somebody for what they didn't talk about. That's kind of a reach. So I don't like doing that. Because they talk about so many different things. That's why people come in here, but Tariq don't be talking about the Arawaks. He don't be keeping it real. He don't never talk about the Arawaks. Okay. Yeah, that's just, trying to backdoor a way into throwing shade, I'm not cool on that. Okay, hold on. Let me get some trolls. We got trolls in here who's just trying to get attention, getting you up out of here. All right. Had to get some of the trolls up out of here who's trying to get some attention. You're not getting it here. We're not doing that here. Ren Walker. Mr. Ren, hop on in, Ren. I'm good, Ren. How are you?
I'm all right, man. I was just on X, man. I seen you just posted that about the History Museum. And up under there, they had some lady. They posted some lady under there, a Haitian woman. She was talking crazy about you, man.
A Haitian woman?
Yeah, in your comments, you got to go down there and look at it. They posted it in the comments in there, man. And they talking about Faison, talking about he a tether.
Oh, it's a comedy show, so it's not a political rally. So yeah, whatever his political views are, he's a funny comic. So people come on down and enjoy the comedy show. It's we have a lot of people perform up there, and it's a comedy show. So come on up, and people can come on through and laugh. So yeah, it's not a political rally. It's not that. All right. Let me see who we got. Let's get Agent B. Agent B in the building. Mr. Agent B in the building. If you can hop on, that'd be great. All right. Let me see. Let's get Black. Let's get Black. All right, let's get Black in the building. Mr. Black. Okay, come on now. Some of these people, do I have to do this thing where I gotta invite a whole bunch of people? Because some of y'all hit the button by mistake? Okay. Let me just invite a bunch of people because I don't want to be here just calling people's names. Okay. Real Liddell. A lot of people I'm gonna invite up and just see what happens. Okay. All right, Liddell. Okay, Infinite.
No,
You didn't mean to get on there.
no, sorry.
It's okay. All right. Real Liddell. Laydell. Real Laydell. Liddell. Or wait, King Jack.
Oh, wait, I'm on. Oh, it was by accident. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay, King Jack. Good Lord. Liddell, did you mean to get on? All right. All right, let's get Khalil. Come on now. Yeah, happy Thanksgiving to everybody, by the way. All right, come on now. Come on now. Come on now. Let's do it like this. Yeah, TikTok is going to have to fix this feature where people hit the button by mistake because that wastes a lot of time. So people in the chat room, in the comments, how about you raise your hand if you want to come up? Let's do it like that. I just look at the comments. Everybody in the comments, if you want to come on, Black Beta, I think I tried to get you on and nothing happened. Okay. If y'all want to come on, hop on in. Patch
Tariq,
wants to get on. What's up, Black Beta?
how you doing? I just want to say happy Thanksgiving to you and your family, and thank you for everything you do.
Yes, sir.
Um, Another thing I want to ask real quick: should Black men stay low key during these times, or should we be as rambunctious as we've been for the past 500 years?
Like low key as far as what?
Let's get this money, stay out of everybody's way, and just worry about our families.
Oh yeah. We definitely should be on that. Absolutely. Yeah, we should be on that. We should
But
definitely be
but
on
what
that.
about us being like voicing our opinion against white supremacy and the structure to the fullest extent, or should we be low key?
No. We keep doing what we do. Yeah, we keep doing exactly what we do.
Okay.
Calling out systematic racism and all that stuff. So yeah. So we're on the right track. We do the same thing what we're supposed to be doing. All right.
Okay, that's it. Thank you so much.
All right. Let's get Patch. Mr. Patch. All right. Patch ain't saying nothing. Let's try Khalil.
Yeah, Flex, what up, brother?
What's up, Khalil? How are you?
Yeah, chilling, bro. Yeah, man. Just want to say I appreciate you do and everything that you do, man. We appreciate you, brother. But
Man,
I had a go ahead.
man, thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. I appreciate the love and respect. Oh, man. And I'm still in Atlanta, by the way. Respect to Atlanta. Hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving, by the way. Did y'all have a good Thanksgiving? Were y'all with your family? Y'all have a good time? I'm out here in Atlanta. Everything was closed. A lot of stuff was closed, man. A lot of stuff was closed. We ordered some food from Soul Box later on. That was very good. Y'all know about Soul Box out here? Soul Box was very good. Soul Box was good. Man, but this morning, was it this morning, early afternoon? Because we got up kind of late. But I wanted to get some coffee and I wanted to get some Crystal burgers. I wanted to go to Crystal's and get coffee and all that. Crystal's was closed. That cookout place was closed. A lot of stuff was closed. Wendy's, everything. Only thing open was raggedy ass McDonald's. The only thing open was McDonald's, and it was real packed because nothing was open. So, they had this was on the one on Moreland Avenue. Y'all, we're my Atlanta people. Y'all know I'm talking about the one on Moreland Avenue. And boy, they had the hood crew up in there. Dude. I make my little janky order. Yeah, Waffle House. Yeah, but I wanted something to go through a drive. I wanted a drive-through. I wanted to just hit a drive-through. And it took me about an hour to find coffee. Man, I was on a run today, running around Atlanta trying to find some damn coffee. Man, it was a mission. Now, when I went to McDonald's, I tried to order coffee there, and I ordered the coffee. No, I ordered the food. Then when I drove up to the pay window, I said, ma'am, do y'all have coffee? Do you have? Yes. I said, okay, ma'am. Let me get a couple of iced frappuccinos or ice caramel lattes. And the sister kind of gave me a stank look, like, okay, now I got to do all this typing again. So she kind of gave me a stank look. I said, okay, sister, damn. She, okay. Then she's okay, ma'am, okay. I know you're working on Thanksgiving, but damn, you ain't got to give me a little attitude, ma'am. So I go up to, pay, and I go to the next window, and you can kind of see the silhouette of the workers working inside. And one of the people working at the window, they're kind of moving around, and there's a sister with a huge BBL. I'm seeing the silhouette of this sister with a gigantic BBL. And I'm thinking, okay, why in the world she got a BBL to work at McDonald's? Well, she has I only see her silhouette. And I see this big BBL moving around frantically. So the person comes to the window. It's not even a woman, it's a dude. I said, oh my God. Okay. It's not even a dude who's a trans. It's just a regular nigga. He didn't have a wig on or nothing. A nigga with a beard and a bald head. Now, you want some barbecue sauce? Oh, God. Okay. All right. Atlanta. Okay. This is Atlanta. This is Atlanta. All right. All right. He was like, he gave me these sodas, and the sodas didn't have no ice in them. Right? We ran out of ice. I said, okay. So we getting your lattes. We're gonna get y'all lattes, but they bring in the ice. So go over there and park in number 2. So I went and parked in parking lot number 2. I was there for about 30 minutes. I'm like, okay, I'm not getting the coffee. That's not gonna happen. So I got to charge. I only want to go back to get the money. I charge that shit to the game. I charge that to the game. So I'm like, okay, where's the damn Starbucks? So I'm getting on my GPS, typing in my maps for a Starbucks. It tells me to go to one Starbucks that's down the street on Moreland. Okay, cool. I go there. It's inside the grocery store. So I get out the car. I got my son with me. So we get out the car. We go in. Oh, we closed. Ah, Lord. Oh, okay. So I get in the car, go to another one. And I'm like, okay, Starbucks that's open. It is telling me all these Starbucks that's open. And it keeps sending me to these Starbucks that are closed. And y'all know Atlanta, when you get kind of, towards downtown or whatever, for some reason, is this a thing where the GPS system sends you on a wild goose chase? What is that? This always happens to me in Atlanta. The GPS system, it'll say, okay, start right here, make a left, turn right, go up the street, then make a U-turn, and then turn left, then make 2 rights, and then you start right back off in the same place you left. So the GPS system is giving me all of these wild runarounds. Then I get real specific. I said, okay, show me a Starbucks with a drive-through. Okay, Starbucks with a drive-through. Go up Moreland and make a left. So it's telling me go up here, make a left, go up here, make a right. So it takes me to some weird residential neighborhood. I'm like, what kind of Starbucks is this? Okay. Like what kind of Starbucks is this? So I'm in this residential neighborhood, and it was like, you have arrived. Starbucks is to the left. Nigga, this was somebody's house. Like, what the hell is this? Not only was it somebody's house, it was a goddamn bando. It looked like a trap house. I'm like, what? Okay. And the dudes in the front kind of looking at me like I want to buy something. I'm like, okay, no. They kind of looking at me like, what you need? No, yeah, the shit sent me to a bando. What kind of shit is this? Why did this shit send me here? And I'm so damn dumb, I almost asked them for some coffee. I'm like, is this like an Atlanta thing? Like, is there coffee and is there this? I don't know. I'm like, I almost said, hey man, can I get a frappuccino with whipped cream? And they probably think I'm talking in code. Oh, whip? You want some cream? Okay, pull up to the back. We get the cream. Wink, wink. Okay. I almost asked them for something. Oh, okay, let me get the hell out of this damn neighborhood, man. Like, damn. So I was on a wild goose chase. trying to find a damn coffee, man. Oh my God. So yeah, we found one over where's that art district? Y'all know what I'm talking about, family? There's like an artsy area. Is that Little Five Points or something? Where there's it's kind of a hippie like area where they got graffiti on the buildings and all that stuff. And is that Little Five? Okay, okay, that is Little Five Points. Little 5 points. Yeah, so we found one over there. We found one over there. So yeah, so that was my thing. That was my day. We're on a mission, you know. Man. And I saw, you know what I saw? I saw one of them, they got them self-driving cars out here a lot. I saw one of them self-driving cars and the car was speeding like a motherfucker. The car was driving fast as hell. It was bumping some damn young dro. I'm like, what? Is there an invisible YN in this damn car? It was what the hell? It was a car driving by itself, bumping loud ass music. I'm like, oh damn, they got an invisible damn YN in here. Damn. So the stuff you see in Atlanta, man. The stuff you see. But yeah, man, those Waymo cars, that's what they call the Waymo cars. Yeah. Well, let me get some of the family on. What I like it, Houston or Atlanta? Good question. I really, I don't know. I don't know. I love Atlanta. I love the vibe here. Houston is a vibe. Houston is a vibe. I would, I would get a second home in Houston because I had a house here. I sold it, but I would get a second home in Houston before I get another one here because Houston is a vibe. I really like Houston. It's new. It's fresh. I really, really like Houston. But I like Atlanta. Man. What'd you say? Where I'm using AI photos. What are you talking about, brother? Hold on. 1 second. Hold on. What's up? Birds aren't real. Do you think the picture up above is AI? Birds? Do you think? Okay, I take that as a compliment. Yeah, I take that as a compliment. I'm a decent looking cat, man. That is not no AI. Because I actually did a video. That's me in Target. Yeah, it's not AI and it's not a filter. I ain't got no filters or nothing. I just take care of myself, brother. My face ain't ashy and toe up like yours. There's a difference. You've been eating bad food, sir. I don't eat what you eat. All right. I don't eat bush meat. All right. And hyena hot dogs. I don't eat all that, sir. That's why your teeth are crooked and your skin is patchy. Because I don't eat that stuff, sir. That's why we're different. You think it's magic. This AI, this is AI, nigga. No, it's no. There's no AI. That's just what I look like, sir. All right. So, if you eat better, you can have your skin glowing a little bit. Eat better. Stop eating all them Gorilla Grits and Monkey McNuggets, and you'll be fine. You'll be good. You'll be all right. You'll be fine. All right. Where's Rodrigo? Has ever talked about who? Do I like Caribbeans? Yes, I do. I don't have a problem with Caribbeans. I'm very cool with Caribbeans. I do not have a problem with Caribbeans at all. I'm cool with Caribbeans. But we will get straightening on anybody who's a foreigner who comes over here being disrespectful, especially to the lineage. Anybody. It's not, we don't pick anybody to dislike. We don't dislike anybody. I don't dislike anybody. But we will have respect. We're not going to have people come over just denigrating us. We're not going to have that. What'd you say about reparations? What'd you say? Somebody said something about reparations. Can you explain reparations and what happened? Okay. Hop on in, Mr. What's your name? Hop on in. Let's talk about it. Elaborate on what you mean, sir. The brother who just asked the question about reparations. Yeah, go ahead, brother. Hop on and elaborate.
I know we were supposed to get reparations, and the Democrats came and took it away.
No, we've been advocating for it, and a lot of people have been kind of playing little games and trying to do little backdoor things to undermine it, and we're just not letting that happen. So, it's still an ongoing fight and it's an ongoing push. And we let the Democrats know there's going to be consequences if you don't come through with the reparations. And the consequences was that they're going to get crashed out and we're not going to let them get elected. And that's exactly what we did. So we sent a very strong message with them. Yeah.
But we were given reparations before in history. Like um the the Republicans gave us reparations, and the
When?
Democrats took it away. I'm
When did the
talking
Republic?
after the Civil War. Like, how did that come to be? Like reparations for foundational Black Americans.
Yeah, the Republicans didn't give reparations. Who told you that?
Oh, that's just what I thought. So nobody gave it to us. We was just advocating for it.
Right. Now, where's your family from, brother?
Virginia.
Virginia?
Yeah.
Why it sound like you got an accent? And that ain't no Virginia accent, brother. Where's your family from? For real, for real.
Virginia.
Virginia? Okay. Yeah, you kind of have an accent, and that's not a Virginia accent, brother. And any immigrants in your family at all?
At all. None.
So they all descended from slaves here in America?
Yes.
Interesting. I don't know. You giving me Haitian vibes, brother. Sound like you. Yeah,
Anything? No.
uh,
So can you explain it?
yeah,
As
yeah. No, we didn't
reparations.
get reparations. Nobody gave us reparations. We didn't get reparations. So yeah, there's nothing to explain. We just didn't get it.
Yeah. I appreciate you for answering.
Okay. All right, brother. Okay. 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 That was strange. Okay. That was very strange. Family, does that dude? He said we got reparations. I'm like, when? Yeah, dude. Yeah, I ain't getting FBA vibes from brother. I'm no disrespect. I'm not really getting any FBA vibes from him. Yeah. What's up, Jet Magazine? Somebody say this weave too tight. No, we're not gonna get. Yeah, the 40 acres and a mule. That was proposed. We're supposed now. Some people got 40 acres. Some people did get the 40 acres. I want to say in Georgia, some places on the East Coast. Some people actually did get land allocation and all that, but they became very prosperous very quickly. And then the dominant society started to work to undermine it and say, oh no, we got to take this back. You know, was it Field Order 15, something like that? But yeah. But it's a deep thing. It's a deep conversation. But yeah, we're fighting for reparations now. Reparations is on the table. Patch, what's up, Patch?
Hey, what's up, man? Can you hear me?
I can hear you, brother Patch. How are you, sir?
Yeah, I'm good, man. Me and my dad's from Compton. I'm from Vegas.
Yeah,
Yeah, and I just wanted to hop on here. My mic wasn't working earlier, but I seriously believe in your movement and everything like that, Tariq. I'm glad to even talk to you right now, man.
yeah,
For real. But my question is, it's not really even a question. What do you think about tethers that try to claim our culture? That's it. That's all I want to say.
yeah. And that's an issue because what happens, and this is why gatekeeping is very important, because we've had people who come in and parasite off of us and cosplay as us and then try to act as representatives when they have secret disdain. And they do little things to undermine us while they try to empower their lineage on the slick. This is why delineation is very important, and this is why the delineation movement is in full swing right now.
I can dig it. I'm on my way.
Where you going, Rootwork Jones?
There's some musty suckers on the streets. I got to go handle that. I got to split, baby. Can you dig it?
When you need to clean the stank off the streets, you don't call your mama. You call Rootwork Jones. Rootwork Jones is a stone-cold dude that keeps the stanky suckers shaking in their boots.
Listen up, chumps. I'm looking for Dolomus. Can you dig it?
Rootwork Jones is getting down to the nitty-gritty, taking on the mustiest sucker in the city.
Dolomust is my name, and staying good and musty is my game. Where is Rootwork Jones?
This is a super soul brother getting rid of the stank. And you can for sure take that to the bank.
Take that, you musty jive turkeys.
When Rootwork Jones is not dealing with drama, he finds time to deal with foxy mamas.
Why don't you come on over here and give me some of that root work, sugar?
Rootwork Jones. He's bold. He's bad. And he's keeping the suckers musty mad. Rootwork Jones coming to a theater near you. Go to rootworkstyle.com.